Good morning and welcome to Open Conversation on Atlantic Television Network. Open Conversation is the network's flagship political platform through which trending political news, events and stories are discussed with stakeholders. Through these conversations, ATN uses political talks about specific issues, party system and actor to explore hope and engender positive impact to the society. Today on Open Conversation, we look at these stories. First, Rivers crisis. Wike says he's still in charge. Government's Wike clash over stadium, Tinubu rally. And on PDP crisis, Turaki faction dismisses a Bado court ruling as academic. And INEC recognizes Nenadi Osman's Labour Party leadership. Ahead of 2027, ADC accuses Senate of delaying electoral reforms, and Nigerians rally behind Bago's single tenure proposal. We are open for sponsorship of the program, advert placements, news, events, coverage, and commercials. Watch us live on our website, www.atlanticnetwork.tv. On Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network. You can also watch us on Avo TV, Niger TV, and Infastech TV platform. You can connect with us on our ATN socials by subscribing, like, and share. Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network. Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1. And on X, Atlantic TV Net. We're going to a short break, and when we come back, we'll dive right into the show. Do not go away. Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Joining me on Open Conversation this morning is Asim Adams, Esquire. Asim Adams is a regular on Open Conversation. He is a legal practitioner. He is a human rights advocate and he is the convener of Lawyers Without Borders. Good morning, Asim, and welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Loresha. Good morning, Nigerians.
And on to the story. Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has declared that he remains firmly in control of Rivers State despite the prolonged political crisis involving Governor Similaye Fubara. Speaking at a civic reception organized in his honor by the Wari Wike ethnic nationality in Ogu, Wike assured supporters that the situation in the state was under control. The crisis, which began in 2023, stemmed from a power struggle between Wike and his former political ally, culminating in the suspension of Governor Fubara and the declaration of emergency rule in March 2025. Although the emergency rule was later lifted, tensions resurfaced with pro-Wike lawmakers threatening impeachment, prompting Fubara's defection to the APC in a move widely viewed as a bid to avert removal. At the event, Wike praised his long-time allies and dismissed concerns over defections, insisting that those who stood with him from the beginning remained loyal. He also commended President Bola Tinubu for reforms at the Niger Delta Development Commission, while reiterating his political influence in Rivers State amid the ongoing supremacy battle. Asim, what do you make of this story?
Well, it's all right. It's like you have said, I totally agree with him. That is the political leader and juggernaut in Rivers State. In fact, I don't know if any other, there will be a politician like Nyesom Wike in Rivers history. Because right from time, he has been a phenomenon, politician, an avatar of sorts, and he's a very smart and clever politician. A lot of people may not agree with him, but that is the true situation. I have found out that for the past, let me say, from the time of Amechi government, in that time Amechi was in power, was it 2007 or 2000, whatever, till now, that Wike has become relevant in the scheme of things in politics in Rivers State. He was a local government chairman. He later became the chief of staff to Amechi when he was governor. He also was instrumental to how Amechi won his mandate back from the Supreme Court, and nobody has debunked that status. He also played a key role in the Amechi government. Then when he had issues with Amechi, we all saw what happened and how he now went to Abuja and became the Minister of Education. From there, he cascaded into a full-blown politician, becoming the governor of the state. And ever since that time, he has, bestrode the state like a colossus, political colossus. So he is very, very correct when he says that he's still the number one politician in the state. I dare say that even as Wike is and his position, there is no right-thinking politician in Nigeria that wants a reverse vote that will not come to Nyesom Wike and hobnob with him, as the case may be. We have seen him deliver, on several occasions. Is it the governorship elections, etc., and he's been able to quieten, parabolic politicians like Rotimi Amechi, Peter Dili, and the rest of them. In fact, we cannot really, I don't really know exactly, where they are now or belong to right now. The two I just mentioned. Because Yesuike has displaced them, like the Bako liner in the ocean. And as it is, I made a difference between the governor or the position of a governor and a political leader. Yesuike is a political leader and a leader that is astute, very sagacious and dexterous when it comes to political maneuverings. He has been able to hold forth with that. And with what is happening in the state, a lot of people attribute, the slaw in the government of the day to his political, machinations and powers. So in that particular, pedestal, I think is very correct. And I so believe, so I suggest I hold this opinion too.
All right, but then this has also been a matter of controversy, who the political leader is in the state. Considering that in many states, across the country, it has always been the state governor, right? Now, but in Rivers State, it appears to be different. In Kano State, for example, you have the likes of Papa, so you have the likes of Ganduje, you have the likes of Yusuf, but that respect is also still being given to Yusuf. In the case of Ebonyi State, you have Omahi, you have Onweforo. Onweforo is still recognized and respected, in his capacity as a leader in his state. The only other state where I know that this wrangling is also going, as in who is stronger, who is a political leader and all whatnot, is in Benue State, where you have George Akume and you have Governor Hyacinth Alia going at each other for battle of supremacy. So this has always been a topic of controversy, Barrister Sims. Don't you think this statement from Wike, considering all that has happened so far, is controversial?
Well, there's no... Wike is the most popular politician in Rivers State. Whether you like it or not, there's no day. When I was in Lagos, I was saying that we don't hear news from Rivers State until issues bordering on Wike surfaces. And once that surfaces, you find that the whole nation focusing their attention in Rivers State is all about Wike. So Wike remains the numero uno in terms of being a political leader and a father to many. Forget about the imbroglio between himself and the godson, which I know that battle is unfortunate, and I know that even the godson is not someone that is ready for a battle, but because he was being used to fight proxy wars by the enemies of Yesuike against Yesuike, that is why this problem started and it persisted. From the body language of the executive governor of Rivers State, you find that the CEO, Yesuike in awe and gives him a lot of respect. In terms of the contribution he has made to his political emergence. That cannot be ruled or wished away. Many people may pretend to say that nobody made anybody, but that is not true. They know that what they are saying is not the truth. The truth of the matter is that it was Yesuike that brought up Sim Fubara. And even whatever that is happening right now, he has the right to challenge or talk to him and whip him into line if he feels so, that he's going astray from what they were construed to be together, as the case may be. Now, if you look at what is happening in Kano State, the structure in Kano State is a little bit different from that of Rivers State.
Okay.
Kano State has two powerhouses, and those two powerhouses are Ganduje and the Kwankwaso. Now, if you look at the Kwankwaso movement, the Kwankwasia is an offshoot of the Aminu Kano Talakawas movement in Kano. But a Ganduje who was part of the Kwakwasiya movement, offshoot of the Talakawa movement of Aminu Kano, broke out and broke forth, and now became a powerhouse himself. So the centripetal and centrifugal forces, combining in the political hickey-pokey of Kano State is quite different from that of Rivers. In Rivers, it's just a one-man affair. There is no other challenging political power bloc. If there's any that is, in existence, I believe that particular power bloc has been qualified into hiding, and they may not have any effervescent effect, in trying to neutralize the only power bloc which is just weak in Rivers State right now. In Benue State also, you find out that Reverend Alia is having problem with Akume also. Akume is not a well-grounded power force in Benue State, as Wike is. If Akume were to travel some of the local governments in Benue State, there will be no reception for him in some of them. Quite unlike in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, where Wike holds the sway. Mind you, all the 23 local governments also chairman in Rivers State are by or courtesy of the Wike group, as the case may be. The House of Assembly also is that of the Wike. There's no other counter forces of counter force, like you have in Benue, etc., as the case may be. So what's the comparison between a Rivers State political leader and that of the other two states, for me, are not too congruent. Right. So I still believe that that of Rivers State is the one that is very, very unique and different. Okay. If you look at when Wike is silent for a period of time, everywhere in Rivers State is quiet. Everywhere the newsmen see nothing to write home about Rivers State, until maybe when Wike makes a statement. Then you find that all over Nigeria, journalists and everybody begin to profile that statement. That tells you the kind of political weight that he has brought to bear on the political ecosystem of Rivers State. Is number one, numero uno, as they normally say. Primus inter pares, first amongst equal. And the Spanish say phenomenon. It's like that comes once in a lifetime. And I doubt, like I said before, if we will have a sagacious politician, like Yesu Wike again in Rivers State, it will be very, very difficult to fill the shoes that Yesu Wike, has or will leave behind, as the case may be, politically speaking.
All right, very well. We'll go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll look government of Rivers State and the Wike during the Tinubu rally. Do not go away.